Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It is episode 3, Cooking Through Cookbooks, and tonight's recipe is an inspiration off of the slow cooker buffalo chicken casserole in Kristin Cavallari's cookbook. We are doing something a little bit different. I got inspiration by that recipe, and then I ran the recipe by my sister, and she suggested a bake with pasta. So we're gonna do that instead. It's still kind of similar to that recipe, but I think it's gonna taste a little bit better. So let's talk about ingredients. We have chicken breast from Trader Joe's because we ran out of our butcher box chicken, but this is the chicken we're using. You can use any chicken that you'd like. And then we also have this protein pasta here that we're going to use. We are doing 1 jar of Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce Buffalo. You're going to need some fat-free mozzarella. This is a 7-ounce bag. We probably won't use this whole thing, probably like half of it. So like 3.5 ounces. And then fat-free cream cheese. This was really difficult to find, so if you don't have fat-free cream cheese, you can do low fat or full fat, whichever you prefer. It's just going to change the macros on it. That is all of the recipe as far as ingredients go, and then we're going to do spices. I am going to do ranch seasoning and garlic salt, and that's about it for spices. So let's cook the chicken first. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so you can do rotisserie chicken and shred it up. You could do pre-made chicken that you buy from the store. We are actually cooking our chicken in the crock pot. I feel like that is going to make this a little bit easier. So, or it's not a crock pot, it's an Instant Pot, but you can do a crock pot if you have that too. So we're going to spray this down with nonstick cooking spray. Okay, we're gonna wash our chicken. If you don't wash your chicken, gross, but you do you. So peel this bad. Let's see, so we've washed our chicken. I'm just going to season it with salt and pepper. So a little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. And place them in this Instant Pot. Okay, so we put our chicken in the Instant Pot, and now we're going to take our what?
It just looked hilarious running with an axe.
Oh, runs with the axe. Okay, chicken breasts are in the Instant Pot. We're gonna dump 1 jar of this Frank's Red Hot sauce in, just all around. And we are going to actually take, I'm not gonna use this whole thing, this cream cheese, I'm gonna use half. So it's about 8 servings per container, so I'm only using half of it. And we're gonna dump it in the Instant Pot as well. I'm gonna take half of it and dump it in there. Kind of just like put it in the middle because you're gonna mix it all up once it's all cooked. All right, next I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic salt and ranch seasoning in this. If you don't have ranch seasoning, you could not put it in. It's not necessary, but I think it tastes better. Garlic salt. And ranch dressing. All right. Now we're going to put the lid on this. Make sure it's set to sealing. Set it out of the way. And then we're going to just set the temperature to, this is an older Instant Pot, so I'm just going to do manual mode, and I'm going to cook it for about 35 minutes because the chicken is not frozen, and just let that do its thing. Okay, once this is done cooking, I'm going to start cooking the pasta. Again, the pasta we're doing is this protein penne plus pasta. This meal here is gonna serve 4 people. So this has about 7 servings of pasta. You could use the whole box, but I think that's kind of overkill for 4 servings. If you're doing like doubling that recipe and doing 8 servings, or you have a bigger family, you can do the whole box. But I will be doing just 4 servings of this pasta, cooking it per the package directions, and then I will show you how to assemble the pasta bake so that you can put it in the oven and melt the cheese on top of it, and that is what we're eating tonight. So after this is done, though, we are going to slow release the pressure in the Instant Pot, so we won't just like automatically like vent it and have it like steam up. We're gonna let it slow release while we're cooking the pasta. So we're gonna let this cook for 35 minutes, and then we will be back to cook the pasta and assemble the bake for the oven. Okay, we are back. We have 10 minutes left on the Instant Pot. Once this is done, again, we're gonna slow release until our pasta is done. Our pasta water is on the stove. It has to boil, and we're going to cook the pasta per the package directions, and then we're going to assemble everything and put it in the oven, and I'll show you how to assemble that. So before we start to assemble, we're gonna spray down our baking dish that you're gonna use so that the pasta, when it bakes, it doesn't get stuck to the bottom and it's easy to like serve. We are back. Our pasta is cooking and our chicken is done. So we are going to quick release now that we've been slow releasing for 7-8 minutes or so. So we're gonna quick release the rest of the pressure that's in this so that we can shred up our chicken. So you're just going to turn it off or hit the cancel button, whichever you have, and then either press if you have a newer Instant Pot, or spin the vent open to venting to release the rest of the pressure. So while the pasta is finishing up cooking and we start to shred our chicken, I also preheated the oven to 375 because that's what we are going to finish baking the dish at for about 10 minutes. All right, so the chicken is done. I'm going to unplug the Instant Pot so I don't get burned. It is nice and creamy in there, but we're gonna take the chicken out, shred it, and then put it back in. And I'm just gonna shred it in the same like pot pan thing that I'm going to end up baking it all in, just because I don't want to dirty more dishes. I use this to shred my chicken. Some people put it in like a mixer and do like the mixer. I don't want to do that. So just take the chicken. Oh my Lord. It is so good. It smells delicious. It smells delicious, but it does clean out your sinuses. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a quick, oh my God, I'm making a mess. So give this just a quick shred. And then again, we're gonna throw it back in the Instant Pot because we're gonna use all of the sauce that's in there to bake in this dish. Actually going to do is I'm going to pour the sauce in the chicken, get it all mixed up, and then I'm going to strain the pasta out and then mix it all together that way. So carefully grab this. I'm just going to pour it right over all of the chicken. Okay, the pasta needs like 2 or 3 more minutes to cook, and then we're gonna strain it, and then I'm gonna mix this all together. Okay, we're back, and the pasta is done, so I'm just getting it out of the strainer. I'm just gonna pour half of the pasta in so that it doesn't overflow, and I'm going to just stir it around. Get it in there. It's hot. I think I made too much pasta now that I think about it. Okay, now that this is all mixed up, you're gonna top it with this fat-free mozzarella cheese. I'm using the whole bag. Originally I said I wasn't going to use the whole bag, but I accounted for the whole bag in the recipe for the macros, so I'm using the whole bag. Okay, and now it looks like this, and we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes or so, or until the cheese is fully melted. At 375, I don't know if I said that, 375. Again, everything is already cooked. You just want to like melt the cheeses and get it all like nice and crispy on top. So 10 minutes or so, or until the cheese is fully melted. And then it's ready to serve. Okay, so we're ready to take this out of the oven. Be super careful because it's going to be super heavy and very hot. That is what it looks like. Okay, there you have it. Buffalo chicken casserole bake dish, a spinoff of Kristin Cavallari's recipe. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.